Yo, what's up? This your boy Paxton Ingram, and I'm hanging out with Rob on Front Row Live. Ow!
Bad Luck, such a great track, man. I think it's a huge step from your previous releases. The writing, your singing, the whole track in general. Like, tell me about this track. Like, this is hot.
It's hot, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for the love, man. This is one of my favorite records that we did. It was like I spent probably like 4 months during the summer out here, and it was kind of like the last song that we worked on. But I had the half of the track was done. It was like my favorite, and I was like, we gotta finish this, man. We gotta get this. This is special, right. And we kind of just we put it together. I got my best guys in, and man, yeah, I'm really excited about it because it's like I feel like it's finally like a song that really details who I am. Right. More as a person, more as an artist. I'm more like realizing what I want to sound like, finding the shape and everything. So I feel like this is kind of like step one into like this is who I really am. You know what I mean?
The introduction of Paxton. That's what it is. Yeah, but man. Dude, I love the track. Like, tell me about going into the studio and getting this track done. The producer that you work with, Visine. Tell me about him and what was that like?
That was that time was my first time meeting Jimmy, and we got together and we just created magic. We have like tons of records, man. I was doing different sessions, trying to find the right partner, the right chemistry, and me and Jimmy went in and just knocked out record after record after record, and Bad Luck was one of them. And it was just like when you find your person, things start happening. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I have to credit Jimmy a lot to that happening, because it was just such an effortless process of just like creating music.
Right. Now, what was it about Bad Luck that you realized, okay, this is it. This is what I want to do. This is my sound.
I don't know. It's just the way it comes in is so like badass. It has like this edgy kind of vibe to it, and I like that. I was wanting to say something like that because I have like a little edge to my swag, so I wanted to kind of put that into music. And right. When I first heard that bass slap in, I was like, this is mine. This is it. This has to be. That's why I was so kind of adamant about finishing it, because I was like, this has to be the lead record. We have to go with this one. So yeah, man.
So does that change the way moving forward, the way that you're gonna? I mean, assuming you already had other tracks in mind. Now that you have this one, are those tracks still gonna get to be heard, or are you gonna scratch those and start all over again? Because this song is something
awesome.
Fresh.
Thank you, man. That's a great question, because we had like a lot of songs, and then we put this record out, and I'm like, now I gotta start all over again. That kind of like reshaped where I wanted to go, and
debut album number 2.
Number 2, baby, let's get it. And so yeah, man. We're making more music. Yeah, dude, we have to.
Right.
Yeah, man.
So you obviously, a lot of people know you from The Voice. Season 10. I can't believe we're on season 14 already. I feel like I was with you like a couple months ago, not a few seasons ago. But this season, obviously, it has its challenges being on TV.
Yeah.
And on top of that, you weren't able to do your own music.
Yeah.
You were doing cover after cover. While you were doing these covers, how did these covers help you in becoming a better artist?
That's cool. I guess in how to perfect, something that's not yours, but to make it sound like you did it, right. Because it gets boring singing a cover. It's kind of like karaoke. So like, how do you put your artistic spin to it? Right. And so I guess every week, me being forced to become the best artist in myself, because I'm competing. Right. So I have to like present excellence every week. I guess that kind of shaped how I make in the studio now. So every time I'm in the studio, I have to show up and I have to curate and I have to execute at a high level. You know what I mean? Because if not, people won't listen.
That's true. Now, do you think The Voice had a big role in the song that you just released right now, Bad Luck, in creating this kind of song? Do you think you would have done that without The Voice?
I don't know. I think The Voice kind of gave me the confidence to try different things artistically, especially when I put out my first record, Recover. That was kind of like my introduction to the world as an artist, and I feel like this Bad Luck is more of a reintroduction to who Paxton Ingram is. Like, The Voice is over. I'm no longer singing covers. I'm no longer that guy. I'm the artist Paxton, which is what I've always been, but I had to put on like a dude. I had to be on TV and do follow the rules.
Such torture. You have to be on TV.
No, but I feel like now I can finally say what I've always wanted to say, and you know what I mean. I definitely think the show gave me that confidence to do so.
Now let's go back to Sober, a track you released last year. Another hot track, but it, obviously it's way different from, your single today. Who were you when you were releasing Sober? What kind of artist were you?
I was searching for myself. I was searching for what I wanted to say, because it was my first go around in any kind of thing on my own. I've never released a project before. I was just a studio kid and just writing songs in the studio. You know what I mean?
The dancer.
And the dancer. I never really had a chance of, okay, hey, Pax, what do you want to say? What do you want to sound like? So when I was creating Sober, that was really Paxton trying to figure himself out, trying to see what is it that I want to say. What is my lane? Where am I gonna fit in sonically? Right. And that kind of it helped me kind of just figure that all out. And when it got time to come back to LA and make more music, I knew exactly what I wanted to do, exactly what I wanted to say, what I wanted it to sound like, how I wanted it to feel. Right. And so I think that's why I did a record like Bad Luck, which came out and has such its personality itself,
Right. Now with Bad Luck, it's such a like a sexy record as well. Is that something hard to create? Something like so good but yet sexy, but not too sexy that it's kind of.
Not at all. Yeah, man, it has that sexy vibe to it, but that's fun. So that's the easy part.
Yeah. All right, so let's move forward. Upcoming EP, upcoming album. What's in the works right now?
In the works is just a lot of music. That's all I can say. A lot of music. I'm releasing a lot of new music pretty soon, and just keeping the ball rolling. Just keep the music coming out. Keep the fans excited, and just keep going up and elevating and just spreading the message all around. You know what I mean?
Whether it's sexy or not, right?
It has to be sexy. It will be sexy.
Now, I know you have a background in dancing. So is that something that you're going to be incorporating with your music, moving forward?
Yes, 100%, especially when it comes down to the visuals. That's where you're really going to start to see me do my thing, which I've been waiting for, because I've that dance is a huge part of my life, and I haven't really got to showcase that like I really wanted to. Right. And so I'm super excited moving forward to get the visuals ready to have this explosive kind of pop moment. Nice. So yeah,
I can't wait for that. Now, last night you had a show here in LA.
Yeah, dude.
Is this your first show in a long time?
My first show in LA since last year. I've performed a couple of shows here and there, but it was my first time back in LA for probably a year, and so it was amazing. The vibe, the venue, everything was just incredible. I did some new tracks, and people were the response was out of control. Man. So yeah, it was sick, man. It was sick, man. Where were you?
Dude, I couldn't make it. I was bummed. I was like, can you just do it the same day that we're doing this interview?
Just go.
I'm sure he can switch it. It's Paxton.
Next time I got you. Next time I'll switch it.
Yeah, seriously. Hopefully, I hope so. I'll hit you up next time. Now, what else is next for you for the year? The year's just kicking off. You're kicking off with such a great track.
Yeah, man, new music, South by Southwest. Yes. I'm super looking forward to that, man. That's the spot, man. It's my first time, my first rodeo, but it's gonna be badass, man. I got my band ready. We start 2 weeks rehearsal when I get back home, and just from there on, traveling out, we're trying to get. I'm on a tour that's on the list. So we're trying to. I thought you said me too.
I'm down for that too.
I thought you said me.
I'll carry this mic around every stop. But it'll be back like the voice days. Just after the show, it's like, so how was your performance tonight?
I don't want to talk about it. I forgot the lyrics. So yeah, man, touring is another thing that I'm really pushing for. So yeah, man, that will fall into place soon.
And one last thing, just because you mentioned a band, how did you come up with your band members? What was the process to picking and choosing who's in your band?
Picking my band members, it came from I sang in church, so I had a lot of connections and relationships with people there. So I really wanted to take those who believed with me, believed in the vision with me, and that kind of I put that all on God, just for putting the right people in my life. And I started reaching out to other musical influences and people that kind of mentors that I had back home, like, yo, who's a sick drummer, or who's a sick, keyboardist, help me out, I need help. I reached out to my friends, and, they kind of helped me find the best players, and my band's pretty tight, man.
Well, I can't wait for that. I'm bummed I missed yesterday. It's all right. There will be more, and I'll be on tour with you. It's all right. It's situated. It's situated. All right, guys. Well, thanks for hanging out with me, dude. I appreciate it. Don't let it wait so long next time.
We got you.
Because that was too long. That was too long. Bad Luck is out now. Check it out if you haven't already. You are missing out. I swear. I'm not just saying this.
Thank you, man.
Paxton, Rob here from Live. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.